What is up, everybody? It is Tuesday at 8 p.m. Mountain Time, and that means it's time for another episode of Home Theater Fanatics Live. Yeah, that's right. The good stuff coming right at you. And today is episode 113, and we have a mighty fine-looking gentleman sitting across the table, sort of, kind of, from me today, sporting a nice hat and a really cool microphone front and center up in his business with without this effect anymore. I mean, this is how you used to stream. I don't know if you guys remember that was it before. But Mike from Audio Arkitekts, it's the reunion show.
Dude,
welcome.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you sound great.
All right, good.
How's my audio? Am I hot, cold?
You're perfect, man.
Awesome.
Last time I did this, last time I even did a hi-fi hour, I accidentally streamed my audio through my camera, and I sounded horrible, but it is what it is, man. Am I still pixelated? Am I good?
You're okay. You're not as good as you usually are, but you're fine enough.
You know, there's somebody at the other end of my gateway that I just want to choke to death because I pay for 400 megabytes per second. You know, I pay for the best internet, and right now I ran a speed test. I'm about 15, 16. So in all fairness, it's raining, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but man, that kind of angers me, you know, because internet is so unpredictable. And we've had those problems too when we've been, you know, interviewing people and stuff like that, where, you know, people come in pixelated and stuff like that.
Stuff happens. It's the internet, man. You never know. It's the Wild West. No quality of service.
I think I'm going to go for that, the Elon Musk, satellite situation.
Yeah, that's great other than horrible latency. But as long as you're not gaming, it's okay.
So, man, it's kind of weird not doing the intro.
Well, you know, somebody just grew up and took control of things and is now leading the charge with the premier live stream show of anyone in the home theater niche on the internet today. This is the show. The show. I would call it the show, but there's another the show already.
Oh.
But this is the show.
Oh man, you had to, didn't you? So for old time's sake, right? Sure. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Hi-Fi Fanatics. My name's Mike. I'm here with my good buddy Giles from Home Theater Fanatics. What is going on tonight, everybody?
Man,
God, that was good.
The old days.
That was good. Did that bring back some nostalgia for you?
It made me feel like I was young again.
I'll tell you what, man. I tried the live stream thing. I enjoyed it for a little bit, but what I found was I know you can feel me on this, is the scheduling of guests. It's the scheduling of not only that, but I was also doing Hi-Fi Hour, and I was also doing my regular videos, and I was also doing, you know, social media stuff. So it's like I couldn't find the time to do it. I don't know how you juggle it with, you know, a family.
Well, I prioritize this actually. I would rather do this stream than do the other stuff because for me, this is what I enjoy the most out of pretty much all of social media. It's all about the people. And you know, I like it. You know, I like to see everybody here every week and like to chat, like the guests, and yeah, this is the one I like.
Dude, you're doing a great job with it. I'm, as most of them know, in the comments, I show up in the comments to show my support because just to clear the air with everybody, Giles and I are still very good best friends.
No,
and there was no falling out. You know, there was no falling out because I know we had a lot of those questions. But I'll tell you right now, I miss it. I miss Tuesday nights with Giles. I do. I think that Giles is doing a great job. I think he's got some amazing guests, very entertaining, very, very fun. I can't wait for in the next about 30 minutes. We're going to do Content Corner because I know Giles and I have a ton of stuff we want to talk about. Aside from that, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but my surroundings have changed a little bit. It's still dark and cavernous back here, but I'm
You
actually
don't have any lights. That's the difference.
I
There are
don't
no
right
lights
now.
back there.
Right now. So
There's nothing.
for everybody that's wondering, I did move out of my place. I got a place with my girlfriend, and now I have a whole living room and dining room where I do my videos now, which you guys will see a brand new video with the new digs next week. I actually just literally dropped a new video. I dropped the last video that I did in my old place today, about 30 minutes ago. It's the CD transport, the Premiere CD transport video, and it's already exploding right now. Everybody's losing their minds over this, so I'm really excited about that because for some reason, anytime I post anything CD related, everybody loses their absolute minds, and I love it. So, but yeah, that's the last video that you guys will see with my old digs. And right now, this is my bedroom, our bedroom. So I have my desk set up in here and all my podcasting stuff. So you guys aren't going to see any pretty lights or any weird stuff in the back if I'm doing live streams or hi-fi hours. However, when I am doing my regular videos, you guys will see very nice setup. So yeah, man, that's my story. I'm sticking to it.
Times are changing.
Yeah,
So let's say hi to a few of the folks out there. Two Guys Tech, what's up? Glad to have you here with us tonight, as always. Hi-Fi Haven, man, just a stalwart. I mean,
I was just talking to him on Instagram. I was talking to him on Instagram about 2 minutes ago.
Yep, the stalwart. Who else we got? Double A. He still likes me more. Just saying. And apparently he was in another chat, but he was solo there. I'm not sure what other chat there would be. Although it does look like that Facebook kind of blew up or something, and I don't think the stream's making it to anywhere except.
That was my bad. So I took when you shared the link, I grabbed, instead of grabbing the YouTube link, I grabbed a Facebook link from Hi-Fi Fanatics. What was it? Your Hi-Fi Fanatics group? Hi-Fi.
I don't know. I streamed this to like 8 different groups.
I know it was one of your 5,000 groups, but it was the Hi-Fi something Fanatics, and then I shared that across all my platforms. So I'm sure there's a few people in there that are like, "What are we doing in here?"
Yeah, no. The only thing that's active right now is the YouTube one, and that's the right one to share. The Facebook stuff's nice, but YouTube is the spot.
Whoops. You didn't send me a YouTube link, so it's all right. People. I
didn't send you any link.
If you build it, they will come.
Oh, they're all here. Your folks are just like, what's going on?
What do you mean, my folks? These are my folks, bro. Like, we built these folks.
Whatever. These are my peoples. You left them and you abandoned them. Oh. Anyway, Peacock's up in the house. What's up, man? What's up to the JP? So some really cool stuff about Acurus. The KEF home theater master lounge room. I forget what they call it. I don't know. It's like their big deal demo room just got THX certified, and it features an Acurus Act 4 processor. So that is the heart, the beating heart of that room. So I know Joey's happy about that because they are front and center in the limelight with both KEF and THX right now. So it's good stuff for them. And CD transport video dropped today. Hell yeah, I did. Yes to the yes. Roy R. Looking forward to your review on Atlantic Technology speakers. They look amazing. Man, they are cool. And the craziest thing about those 8600 ELFs is that they're sealed and they're like super shallow. I mean, most tower speakers, as you get into stuff like that, they get to be like 18, 20 inches deep. These things are like 9 inches. I mean, it's crazy. But yeah, that stuff's coming. I still have to finish all the other unboxings, and I'm slowly creating plenty of unboxing videos that make people nauseous with the head cam. Suckers. But that's pretty crazy. Anyway, enough about that stuff. Mike, what's coming in your future? What you got coming for everybody?
I'm more interested what's coming in our future because you and I have some collaborations coming up.
Heck yeah, we do.
We just did the Battle of the Bookshelves 4, where we featured the Dolly Oberon 3s. We featured the, help me out here, Dolly Oberon 3s.
The 35 XTIs?
And the CAF LS50 Metas, right?
No.
No.
And crap, I don't know. The metas were in number 3. Yeah, so
Are you sure?
Yeah, I thought. Only one way to be sure.
Okay, so
it's been a while.
Just forget that video. Just watch it. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's on both of our channels. However, we are going to be doing Battle of the Bookshelves 4.
Oh no, the 3030 eyes, dude.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we're doing the Battle of the Bookshelves 4, where we're going to be featuring Dali Oberon 3s. You're going to come back to retain, hopefully retain their title, because we haven't filmed this yet. We have the Triangle Bro 3s, and we have the Klipsch RP600Ms.
RP600Ms.
So,
yeah. Dude, I've been
those
listening
are 3
to
heavy hitters.
I've been listening to the BR03s, and they're not bad, man.
Yeah, I have some on the way, so I'm super stoked about that.
They're not bad.
Triangle took care of me on that, and I can't wait to hear them. I've heard nothing but good things. Zero Fidelity, Sean with Zero Fidelity actually recommended them as a very good neutral speaker for someone that is just looking for something within that price point. So, that being said, I am really looking forward to, and with your recommendation as well, because you are just like me. We are, a little bit of speaker snobs. We like our good speakers. So I'm excited, man. Aside from that, I got a long queue of a lot of stuff building up, because these last 2 weeks I basically, the reason I've been MIA is because I've been moving and I've been settling in, and you know how it goes. I mean, you've moved a few times, and it's been crazy, man. Just getting my podcast stuff set up and everything. So I took a break from everything. Thankfully, I had a few videos in the queue that needed to get put out, but now I'm starting to film again. I just filmed a video on the Denon AVR, the 750H, I think it's called. Yeah, Denon AVR 750H, which that's going to be coming out hopefully next week. I filmed another video on how to build your first sound system and what you need and all that good stuff for the people out there because I know a lot of our audience and the people that follow us, they kind of know their stuff, but for a lot of people out there, there's a huge audience where they see one of our videos and we start talking about hertz and decibels and certain things that, certain jargon that we use that is a little bit overwhelming. I wanted to kind of, make it so to where it's a little bit more digestible for them. So that way they could be like, okay, well, this isn't too intimidating. Let's see what else we can find. So I wanted them to be able to consume my content and use that as a starting point.
No, that's cool. And, I think that's really good from, a viewer base as well. It makes the content a little more digestible to a broader audience. And I think, the more people we can get our messages out to, I think that's great, right? Because, we kind of proselytize for this kind of stuff. I mean, we're out there.
Wait.
Proselytize?
Proselytize. That is the word of the day. Proselytize.
Proselytize.
What does that mean?
Advocate for or champion a cause. It's usually used in a religious kind of proselytize.
Proselytize.
Yeah, like
every time we do a live stream, I learn a new word from you. That's what I love about you.
I'm here for you, man. We're proselytizing. We're spreading the good word of hi-fi and home theater.
If there was a church of hi-fi, we would be the popes and the pastors.
the pope of the church of hi-fi.
Well, I just saw a quick comment. Two Guys Tech. Wow, that's a great AVR. We like it quite a lot. I agree. That AVR is feature rich, and for the price of only like $549, something like that, at Best Buy, it powers. It powers what would I call this? A gem that I was able to inherit from Mr. Giles over there. A pair of BP 2000s, right? Yeah, BP 2000 Def Tech towers, and I have the smaller versions in the rears, and I have the center channel in the front. Yeah, and
Those are beasts.
the funny
Those
thing is, dude, I
those are beasts.
honestly I have the Velodyne DD plus 12 hooked up, and obviously when I have everything running going crazy, it sounds amazing. But even without it, those BP 2000 towers have that active 15-inch subwoofer inside of them.
Mhm.
It's honestly it's
It's
like a
pretty full
total,
range.
bro.
It's
It's a total package, man.
it's
Unless
pretty
you're
full
looking for that
range.
really low subsonic bass, oh, bro, it is so good.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
from 20 to 30 hertz, that's only and I think those are solid down to 30 and they roll off a little bit, but that's only
mhm,
half an octave, right? So they're half an octave from like the precipice of human hearing.
right.
So that, I mean, it's good
I
stuff.
know it. I know what precipice means, thankfully. But proselytize, that's going in the books.
If you
Um,
proselytize on the precipice, oh snap!
dude, hey,
What the what?
put up AA's comment about Steve Gutenberg,
Proselytize.
because I got a quick thing to say. Okay, so Steve, I would love for you to come on my show, please, please. I asked nicely. Now I'm just going to force you. So I'm going to go over to New York and knock on your door and be like, hey, do you have time to talk about our good Lord and Savior, the hi-fi? And that's what I'm going to do, because Gutenberg needs to be on your show. Where are you? There you are. Your
Yeah,
show.
yeah. We got to remember how to do a fingers again.
Yeah. He has to
Yeah.
be on your live show, and he has to be on my hi-fi hour. And he has to make time for that, because I don't think it's fair that he already did Cheap Audio Man. He won't do us. So I think that he needs to proselytize our channels and and become part of the group of things. I think he seems like a cool guy, and it'd be one of those like conversations where he'd probably talk the entire time about all the good times that he's had with hi-fi and with music and with his life. So yeah, I mean, if he ever watches, definitely you are more than welcome, good sir, to obviously join Giles's empire that he has built here. And I'm loving the new logo, by the way. New logo is super rad.
It's good. It's not
Love it.
bad. It's
Love
not
it.
bad.
I got my
There's a
new logo as
clothing brand,
well.
man.
Got my new
There's a
logo.
clothing brand that looks kind of like mine that I can't put my finger on. If anybody can pick that up, there's one.
I
Yeah, I
know
like your new one
exactly. I know
too.
exactly what you're talking about too. I
Yeah,
just
I
don't know the
like your
name of it.
too, man. You're like a diamond now.
Yeah, I like it because it's separated the A's and it created two A's. Will it change in the future? Maybe, but for now, I you were there when I got this hat.
I know. I drove
You
you over
took
to
me
the
to go
damn
get it.
store.
Yeah, you took me to the damn store. So yeah, man, I'm really excited. Oh, also I'm excited because you and I, you, good sir, and I have the concert towers from Aperion Audio. You have them in the beautiful red. Was it red mahogany or red
Cherry.
cherry wood? I have them,
Mhm.
of course, in gloss black, because I still do enjoy my speakers in black. Except walnut is starting to grow on me. You have my walnut dollies right now, and I'm missing them, but at the same time, it's like I
Those
love.
walnut triangles look really good.
I know. I like the
And I just
darker walnut.
yeah, and I put a picture of the BR03s up on my Instagram earlier today if anybody wants to check those out. And
I
the
did see
white
that.
cone, oh, looks good.
Yeah,
And
man.
you can see my reference tower kind of peeking out from behind them as well.
Dude, I
The
just
stars.
posted one of the concert towers next to the Veris Grand Threes, and they just tower above them, dude. And
Oh, they bigger. I'll have to check that out. Oh, let me find it. I'll throw it up
yeah,
because
pull it up, because it's an interesting picture and it shows my new 2-channel setup. So aside from the Def Tech home theater situation I have in the living room, and by the way, guys, I have the best girlfriend ever, because she lets me do whatever the hell I want with hi-fi, and she loves it, and she watches all my videos. So if you guys can find a girl like that, I encourage you to do so. But I am blessed, I got touched by an angel. So she actually let me use the dining room as my 2-channel area. And this is what Giles is going to pull up right now as my dining room. So where I have the concert towers, the Aperion Audio, my Northstone rack with my Parasound P6 preamplifier, my Stark Sound 84.320 amplifier. And okay, so the Stark's all the way at the bottom. the second to the top is the Blue
I
Sound
love
Note
that
2i.
start, dude. I love that
Love
start.
it, dude. It was so good.
It's
So
so
good.
good.
But as you can see, those towers like even almost reach above the Aperion Varus 3s with the
Super
the
tweeters.
super tweeters on top. All the way at the top is the Parasound P6 preamp, which has been the best preamplifier I have ever experienced. Below that is the Premier CD Transport that I just did a video on. Below that's the Blue Sound Note 2i and the I hope I say it right, Jutenheim headphone amp by Shit Audio, which I need to do a review on here soon, but I haven't really had a chance. Like I said, I've been moving, so I haven't had a chance to enjoy my headphones and stuff like that.
You know, out of that whole stack, the thing that I'm kind of lusting after right now.
The preamp.
No.
Really?
Mm-mm.
What?
The shelves.
Oh yeah. Oh man, yeah, dude.
The shelves.
Bro, and you know what? I am going to be switching out between that and the Pangea because I really do love the carbon fiber Pangea. It's a fantastic rack that I have too. So yeah, man. I mean that Northstone, it's just beautiful. I always feel like I'm going to break it because it's all red glass, you know. But I feel I'm going to break it. But
so I'm swapping up all my stuff. So you know, I've done a lot of comparative listening, and downstairs in the theater, you know, I had convinced myself that I needed to have a separate stack for 2-channel stuff. But you know, and this is a big thumbs up to the folks over at Acurus. You know, I've done a lot of listening to the Acurus Act 4 that I've got in there now, and you know, the Burr Brown DAX that they've got in there. And I'm telling you, man, music played through that, I don't need anything else. I mean, that sounds absolutely stupendous, and it does all the processing, so I can add a sub if I want to. I can play it pure 2-channel. You know, all the other hoops that these other like AVRs have to jump through with pure direct mode and all that crap. You know, the Acurus doesn't have to deal with that because the way the architecture of the unit is some kind of special sauce, and it's not doing anything with the video, so it's not like tainting. I don't know, but it sounds freaking awesome. So you know, in the theater, in that room, man, I don't need to have a stack for all the separate stuff. So upstairs I'll have my 2-channel test environment for filming. But I'm happy down there, dude.
Brother, as far as the Acurus goes, I can't wait to get my hands on that Aries. Hopefully that'll be sooner than later. Because I do want to play with it. I think it's going to be really, really awesome. One thing I wanted to point out real quick, guys, if you guys can see, bring it back real quick. Yeah, bring it back real quick. Yeah, Giles is a total hater and didn't like my picture, so I just wanted to point that out.
The Banksy?
No, you didn't heart my post.
Oh yeah, watch this.
Heart it.
Actually, I'm trying to click on it in this thing. I don't look at your stuff, dude.
Oh man, I'm just giving you a hard time, bro. The fact, dude, you're never on Instagram hardly, so you're always too busy to YouTubing it up. So I forgive you. I forgive you for that one. But yeah, I'm happy. Those concert towers are just redonkulous. Somer's in the house.
Somer,
don't worry. Somer, the Pangea rack is still in rotation. I'm using the Northstone for now because I needed it for a video. However, the Pangea will make its triumphant return here soon. Along with, actually, I'm going to be using primarily Pangea cables. After a lot of deliberation and consideration, I feel that Pangea makes a fantastic product as far as cables go, and I want to integrate that into my system, and support their brand. I think they're a solid brand, and they're very moderately priced. So yeah, once that happens, you guys will be seeing a lot of videos with Pangea stuff in it. So
let's address some of these comments real quick. So those towers look crazy. I think he's talking about the concert towers, but more for music than home theater. Absolutely not. They're great towers. And I'm actually doing a 5.1 review featuring the concert towers, the Veris 3 bookshelves, the Veris 3 center, and the Bravus 12-inch powered sub. So, this is built, for the kind of system where when you want to listen to 2-channel, you've got your big towers. But when you're in home theater mode, good to go. So super excited to be looking at that. Decibel Destroyer, welcome to the party. Glad to have you back in here with us. Double A says logos are good. I agree. I think we've made some good strides there. And I have to call out Merge Creative. So Merge Creative is the mastermind behind all this. And I don't even know if he watches the stream or not. But if there's anybody out there, especially any companies or small businesses or even large businesses that are really looking to work on branding, this guy is a genius. He does it all. Everything from the actual logo work to typesetting to color things, out of palettes and then merchandising. I mean, he is super awesome. So, if there are folks that work with any companies and they're looking for someone that can do that kind of stuff, Merge Creative, reach out to me and I can put you in contact with him. Super stand-up guy, does immaculate work. I think you've seen probably another number of folks in the same kind of niche as Mike and I that are getting new logos done by Merge Creative. So he's pretty prolific right now out in the world.
I got mine done by him, and he's a great guy. Really like the guy. So I agree with Giles, which is a rarity. So
I know we never agree on anything. Two Guys Tech. Appearing audio is awesome. We've got the Novus 6TS in for review. Oh man, I love that front slot port on the Novus. Also some pretty great speakers. Looking forward to trying out the Veris line pretty soon. Yeah, dude, the Novus sounds wonderful too. I've not heard them in person, so I'm just saying that third party, but everything I've heard, people say they're awesome, and I hope to check those out one day in person. Maybe we can do Novus bookshelves one day in a battle. I don't know.
I'm really curious what the Novus and the Veris bookshelves will sound, the difference, the audible difference. I'm curious if they have a really big different character, but.
So Jason W says, I thought the real reason, kind of. We went over that earlier though. So, and I guess we're getting back to the comments during that time frame where we're talking about it. Relic Media says Merrier. Well, my understanding is that wedding bells are in the immediate future. So, not to call out anything and put it out on the internet, but once it's on the internet, it's real. So, Amanda, if you're watching, if you're at work right now or whatever you're doing and you're watching, guess what? It's on because I said so.
I told her earlier that you were. What's the word of the day again? What was the
awesome.
Word of the day?
Yeah, I'm awesome.
No, the word of the day. The word of the day is
proselytize.
Okay, you were proselytizing for our marriage and children, our nuptials and children having, because apparently Giles wants to go back into the old world status and marry off my daughter to Giles's one of Giles's sons.
Yeah, arranged marriages.
We're going to start doing arranged marriages in here and within.
Just imagine when we die, they would inherit all our stuff and get all the hi-fi.
That'd be the only way I would have it.
Either
that or they bury me with it.
It'd be all crappy by then, though. We'll be like those 80, 90-year-old dudes like, our speakers from 2020 are the best. Yeah.
I'm kind of curious. That's a good topic of conversation, though. I'm curious how much crazier, like let's say 20 years on the road, how much crazier things would get as far as speakers go and stuff like that. Like what more can they do? I think it'll be a lot of material science that make changes. Obviously physics are physics and that doesn't change, but the materials that are used can change, and they're like esoteric things, kind of like the metamaterial that Kef released that I am a believer in because I think it sounds freaking awesome. So there's that kind of stuff too that can come around, but I think really material science is going to have an impact. Although, there's not a lot of different kind of design philosophy around, bass reflex or acoustic suspension, that kind of stuff. So, that is kind of, I think, figured out, but material science. And Jason's right. I don't know how he knew that I was an ordained minister, but I can perform this ceremony
no
Dude,
problem.
you're gonna have to wear so many hats, bro, because you're gonna be one of the best men. Because I have a crew, so you're gonna be
Mhm.
one of the best men. You're gonna be the officiate, and you're gonna be the maid of honor. So you're gonna
Yeah.
have
So
to.
what's that movie that you know, Hercules, where where he,
Shoot,
where he dresses up in all the different suits to be different people?
Doctor Doolittle, or no,
No,
Nutty
the
Professor.
Nutty. I
Yeah,
don't think that's it. Is it the Nutty Professor?
yeah,
I don't.
Hercules, yeah,
Hercules. Yeah. So where he just so I'll be able to do that. I can wear all the different clothes.
that'd be hilarious.
Um. Uh. I trust these two because they proselytize Def Tech and Stark. So what I would really like to do is get my hands on a 5.1 system of the new Def Tech stuff and try that out in the theater. I don't know anybody really over at Sound United right now, and they picked up Def Tech not too long ago. But that I think would be a fun video to do for those guys. I don't
Do,
know. That's something to
do you
figure
know?
out.
Do you? I don't want to say it, but do you think? Because I've seen a lot of a lot of companies going the safer route, and also kind of dumbing down the bass a lot in their speakers because they do want to sell subwoofers, which is whatever. It's a smart marketing move. I'm not gonna dog on their marketing fluff, but uh, I almost feel like back in the day they made speakers more full range, with more bass, more impact, more punch, to where sometimes you really, unless you really wanted to hit the really low stuff, you didn't really need a sub, you know. So I don't know. What do you feel? How do you feel about that?
I think design philosophy has changed significantly over the years. I mean, a lot. And back in the day, I don't know what form factor you'll call it, but the kind of the rectangular speaker that's got like a 10 or a 12, and then like a 6 1/4 and a tweeter.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of like the thing, right? So, and there was not a concept of subwoofers because there was no DSP processing. Everything was analog. So, you just had your stack and you have a record player that goes into a preamp, and then your preamp would go to an amp, and then amp to your big ass speakers. And, they didn't have the technology to be able to insert uh, subwoofers or add that, into the stack. Now with the advent of DSP, it's much easier to do that kind of thing without using passive crossover networks. Now, the definitive technology stuff, like the BP2000 that you have, obviously they're tapping a high level powered input to feed those subwoofers. Right now, you can also bypass that and then use a direct subwoofer input as well. I mean that's what that RCA input on the back is for. But they did it passively. But nowadays, though, everybody's got an AVR or some preamp that does DSP, or at least has a analog crossover where you can get a subwoofer output. So I think just the design philosophy in general has changed since back in the day, and even from maybe even the 80s or 90s, things are different, and subwoofers now are like legit real deal. It's a thing now. So yeah, I agree that this has changed fundamentally.
Yeah, I'm just reading AA's comment about me streaming from Mars. I'm telling you, it's not my fault. Blame Xfinity. Blame Xfinity, guys.
Yes. Performance
Xfinity's fault.
question based on that picture. And so he's talking to you. Varus Grand 3 plus Super AMT versus Concerts. Which has the best ultimate performance? Well, let me say one thing before you answer. You could take those super tweeters and put onto the
Right.
concert towers
Actually,
too, right?
the cables aren't long enough. But the ones they
You,
provide
you
with
have to have, oh yeah, the little silver ones aren't long enough. Yeah. So but
yeah.
but those plug right
Um,
in.
I am interested to do the new AMTs they just brought out, the new super tweeters. I'd say very close. Concerts have way more bass, like just an obscene about amount of more bass because they do have 8-inch drivers instead of the 6.5s.
And two of
As
them.
far as the overall sound, it's louder. However, it still has that sweet sound that comes out of the Varus 3 Grand Towers. So basically, if you're on a tighter budget or you don't want to spend the money on the concerts, you still will get a very, very similar experience with the Veris 3 Grand Towers. They're not going to be as it's not going to have as much bass, but if you're using a subwoofer, who cares? And they're not going to be as dynamic. I mean, I think the soundstage on the concerts are way, way better. But I mean, like I said, it's not a drastic change. It's basically just a bigger version of the Veris 3 Grand Towers. So, but they do have here. Whoa, they do have one little trick in the back. I was having an issue when I first fired them up where there was a lot of, like, the mids were really, really sharp. So I was like, okay, I need to fix this. So I talked to Giles and I figured it out. So in the back, you can actually take the mids down negative 4 dB, or I think, yeah, it was negative 4 dB. If you just take out that little thing altogether. But I went down negative 2 dB, left the treble alone, and now it sounds super sweet, super nice, mellow, nice little V curve. I love it. I truly love it.
Yeah, I think that the MTM array is the same between the two units. So I know the tweeter is exactly the same, but I think the MTM array is the same.
The tweeter and the mids are the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's literally the same speaker, just bigger and with 8s instead of 6.
with a much more sophisticated crossover network.
Yeah, much more
Sophisticated.
So I'm actually working on that video right now. So you guys will be seeing that video in the next few weeks. So I'm excited to put that out and do that.
Right on. So we're down to Adam. Welcome, Adam. Glad to see you on the show. I agree that Pangea rack is awesome, and I don't know, I'm going to go over there and just swap it out for Mike and just set them straight for you. I don't know. And we just had Adam represents Hi-Fi Man, which I just had on the show last week. No, week before. And I can't say how good those headphones are. I'm super big Hi-Fi Man advocate and fanatic for those guys. It's the good stuff. And I've only got the cheapies, and those are just outstanding. So if you guys are looking for headphones, and, from a magnetic planar point of view, either open back or close back, and man, those new close back ones they have in the wood, those are pretty baller. So if you want to travel and use some really, really high quality headphones, that is a good way to go. I mean, typically they'll be open back, and that's not the best kind of thing to take on an airplane or something like that. But those new close backs are pretty cool. See, Brolic Media. Yeah, with proper equipment selection, speaker selection, room treatment, a home center can be a perfect 2-channel room, especially with high-end stereo pre-pros with home theater bypass. Right on, absolutely. For me, I'm taking it straight to I'm not using a home theater bypass. My sources for the home theater stuff, I think, really are good enough. I think my pre-pro is just fine enough to do anything that any other dedicated 2-channel integrated amplifier or preamp can do. So that is the amount of faith I have in the Acurus Act 4. I think it sounds that good. AA needs to research room treatment for a couple of years. Yeah, you can always just buy some panels and hang them up and see what happens. That's what I did, and it made a pretty significant difference. Joey says possibly more powered speakers. I don't know what that one was about. And then what I learned from this stream is Mike should switch to Giles's ISP. It looks like Mike is streaming from Mars. Okay, you just call that one out. Right on. And they're talking. Do a review on them soon. So Mike, you have a request in. Do the review. And
oh wait, there's a question for both of us. Two guys tech.
Oh yeah. What headphones are you using today? We've both got Hi-Fi Man HE400Is, 2020 editions, and enjoying them a ton. Mike, you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. I have my favorites are the Hi-Fi Man HE5SEs. Beautiful sound out of those. And I'm also using the Fostex, the T20s. Those are really nice. And I have the Ship, Ship 9500 or 4500 shit. Yeah, it's the Philips cheapy ones. Those are actually really good too. As far as in-ear monitors, I'm using the Cambridge Wireless Megalomania Plus, or One Plus or something like that. Yeah, the new version of the wireless earbuds by Cambridge. Those are fantastic. I did a review on them not too long ago, and I was honestly my the way my earlobe, my not my earlobe, but my ear hole is shaped. I can't handle
Your
the
ear hole.
my ear hole can't manage those iPhone, the i things, the AirPods. So I needed something that could really mold itself to my ear hole, and luckily the Cambridge has a memory foam on their thing, so it kind of just literally just kind of molds itself into your ear, and it sounds fantastic, and it lasts a long time. So, yeah.
That's cool.
What about you, buddy?
Yeah, so for me, I've got two go-to sets of headphones right now. So one is the Hi-Fi Man Devas, and those are great. And they are super reasonable. And Mike hates them. He hates
The brown ones?
the brown ones because you don't like
Yeah.
that brown.
I just don't like
I
the color. I think they're fine. I just don't like the color. Well, I don't like the color. I don't like that seductive look you give the camera that one day. You're like, you're so
that photograph.
yeah, you look so vulnerable.
I was all like, don't judge me. I love my headphones. So those are really good. I want to spend time with some of their higher end stuff and see what I think about that. But those are awesome. And then I really like these monoliths too. These are the M560s or something like that. I've had these for a while now. And what I really like about these is that the cables like plug in on both sides. So I kind of like having that the separation with that cable instead of having a cable that runs up through the top. I don't know. That's what I like. So Joey says, you were asking about the future of speakers. We're seeing more and more self-powered. Simply send the digital signal to the speaker and they provide the DAC and power internally. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. I just reviewed the SVS Prime wireless speaker system, which is powered. They're small, very small, but big sound. You paired with the SB1000 Pro, I think it sounds fantastic. So, and I've also had experience with the Kanto Tux, which are also great speakers. I also had experience with the Perion Alaire Bluetooth speakers, which are also great speakers. So Joey's on it, man. He's on it for sure. Like, I think powered speakers are the wave of the future. You and I both have also had experience with the Stark Sound V-Lot, which is a powered tower, which makes a perfect, really nice addition to like a small apartment or even a bedroom or even a computer setup. I was using it for my computer setup and I was loving it.
Yep.
Paired with a sub, sounded great. So yeah, I mean, I think Joey's on it. He's on the right track there.
One comment I have to say about powered speakers, and this is what I'm really looking forward to testing here in the not too distant future. But KEF on their wireless 2s, so it's the new version that's got the metamaterial like the LS50 Metas. They are now a Roon endpoint, and
Really,
I'm like a super fanboy for Roon now, and I never thought I would be, but I am. And Roon with Qobuz is pretty much how I consume all music now. I mean, that is the way I like to listen to music, and I want all of my devices, even my home theater pre-pro rather, I want it to be a Roon endpoint too. I want everything to be a Roon endpoint. So when I want to listen to music, I have it all. I never have to change anything. It's just all like that. And the KEF wireless 2s, they are now a Roon endpoint. So for me, it'll be just as simple as taking those, plugging them in, getting them on the network, then taking the KC62 sub, plugging that bad boy in, picking up my iPhone, go, dude. And it's all
I
there.
think it was funny how this whole Roon thing came about with you and I. Okay, so if I remember correctly, you had mentioned it to me a while ago, but you mentioned it. You also mentioned to me that it was the bit of an investment. You know, it was like a investment, a lifetime investment of like $600.
That's right. Yeah, and
If you want to get the
it kind
lifetime
of
thing.
bounced me off. Yeah, it bounced me
Right.
off.
So you and I were like, screw it. Let's just use Volumio on our projects. Cause you and I at that point were doing, I was doing the Pi-Fi, you were doing your own version, the Ji-Fi. And, you know, we were doing that and we were using Volumio. And I felt like you and I were both kind of like disillusioned almost with Volumio. It wasn't as, I don't know. It was just, we felt like there was something missing. And then that's when I'm like, well, the hell with it. I'm turning the Pi-Fi into a Rune endpoint. And then you're like, well, the hell with it. I'm turning the Ji-Fi into a Rune endpoint, and we couldn't be happier now. You know, not that Volumio is a horrible UI or anything. It's not a horrible situation. It's just Rune is so much better. You know, it has so much more to offer, and now so many different devices and so many different products are adopting that technology. You know, so
I love it. And you know what I discovered also is that my NVIDIA Shield, you can
mhm.
cast to it from Rune.
Really,
Yeah, now it doesn't do full bit rate, or you know the quality's not there when with it. However, it does function. So
I thought the
in
Shield was a
between
Rune endpoint.
you can cast Chromecast to
Okay,
the Shield, but it doesn't do it at full quality for high res music.
gotcha.
So there's a quality gap. Now, I will be, and this is going to be in a future video, integrating the Rose Hi-Fi into the stack, so that I can use that as a Rune endpoint in my home theater, which is it's probably overkill, but man, I love that device. I think it's freaking awesome. So that'll be good. And I'll take the touch stream, which is the new Rune endpoint that I built, and that's going to go upstairs.
The Ji-Fi.
The Ji-Fi,
The
yeah, the
Ji-Fi.
touch stream,
The
the
touchstream
Ji-Fi.
Ji-Fi touchstream edition.
And I like it because it's got a big old clock on it.
Dude, honestly, when I went over to your house the other day to potentially film, and we just had to take a hiatus for a little bit. But yeah, I'll be back next week. But I checked out your Hi-Fi Rose, and I was digging it. I like the fact that the screen is just across the whole thing.
It's beautiful.
It's super nice, dude. And oh, real quick, Eric Gardner, just yes. You want Atmos. Yes, you definitely want Atmos. It sucks I live in an apartment, I can't have Atmos, but yes, you want Atmos if you're building a house. I think Giles would agree with me on that.
Yeah, I mean, Atmos is a game changer. I mean, it is a huge deal. Super huge deal.
Your Starks, dude. Your Stark Atmos is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Like going from what you had, which was the little small Mica speakers, you know, which there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if someone wants to do something small and inexpensive, that's a great solution. I think those Mica speakers sounded fantastic. But going from that to what you did, like an 80-pound speaker in the ceiling, dude, that was cool. That was really cool. And to listen to your system the other day, really, I don't know. I was proud of you. I was really proud of you because I no, I'm not trying to be, you know, facetious or anything. I'm just saying I was proud of you because I saw you when you almost first started. You know, I met you when you were like you still were rocking the Denon. You know, you were still rocking Def Tech in your system. You know, that's how I met you. And to see you progress and to scale the way you have in this last 2.5, well, almost 2 years now, it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. When I sat there and I was listening to it, I almost brought a fucking tear to my eye, you know, because I'm like, man, Giles is there. Like, I don't think there's anything in this home theater that can get any better. And I'm sure that you will find something, but
the room is what could get better.
Right. Well, you've treated it though. You've treated it very well.
Yeah. I would like to have, and this is like my druthers, what I would druther have. I would like the room to be 5 feet longer or 6 feet longer. And I'd also like it to have a projection room in the back and then another 5 feet behind the screen. That's what I would like. That would be the big thing. But equipment wise and sound wise, it's awesome.
Well, dude, all your Stark stuff is amazing. And I love the fact by putting the Stark center channel behind the screen made a huge difference. It did. Right off the bat. Like, I remember because before we were kind of like, it was on the bottom, it was pointing up. Now it's just like right in your face, and you can, it's just a better experience all around. And then in the surround, you have so many surround sound channels that literally you hear every like slightest detail in whatever we're playing. I think we played like 3 or 4 different things. And,
in that time I picked up Ready Player One. So that one is now in Kaleidoscape. I picked up A Quiet Place. I almost bought Interstellar, but I didn't.
I love that movie. Honestly, if you want it, you can borrow it from me and do whatever do as you must.
No, I would want to get it in case
you can Zapedia it, but you still have the Zapedia, right?
Yeah, and I have a Zadoo now as well. So I'll be doing a comparison of that, all that stuff. So the Zadoo, yeah. I mean, the kind of like the 4 file player devices out there. Are the Zapedia, the Zadoo, the Shield. Shield, the Dune, and I guess the Apple TV, which has a brand new model on pre-order in 3 days.
Apple TV. Jesus.
So I'll be pre-ordering the Apple TV.
Are you really? Are you really?
Yeah, I'm gonna make some videos about it, man.
Bro,
I'm excited about it.
Let me borrow it. How much? What's the price point at?
I don't know.
You're like, whatever. I'm ordering it anyways.
I know. Just order it anyway. I don't care.
Honestly, I'm happy with the Shield and the Plex situation. I think that's rad. I think the honestly, for this price, the Shield is an amazing machine. For the price. What we're talking about, $200. $200.
Just don't get the little cylindrical one though.
No.
That was garbage.
I have the 4K one, the really nice one. It's like $199.
Yeah, the Pro, the Pro,
the 4K Pro
one's garbage.
But yeah, I think Shields are great. But I would like to try a Zapedia someday. I would like to try the Kaleidoscape. I could just go over to your house and enjoy it there, because that's just an amazing situation.
You know what I want to do? I'm talking to the folks over at Seymour Screens, and they have a auto masking screen because I run constant image height with an anamorphic lens, so 235:1, and it's it's got the scaler, and it's using all the light out of the projector. But with all of the new stupid 4:3 Snyderverse narrow crap, since it's constant image height, it would be nice. Anybody know what that's from? Come on, somebody's gonna know.
Hamilton.
It would be nice to have a self-masking screen.
I know, because I got you the mixtape.
So good.
I'm the real MVP, dude. We're totally blowing off Content Corner right now.
We'll get to it. But so Seymour Screens, checking those guys out, and they have a couple of they have several self-masking options, and that will integrate with Kaleidoscape. So when you watch a movie that's not in 235 or 240:1, it'll automatically close it to the right setting, and it's magic, dude. I wish I can't think of his name right now. Mr. Kaleidoscape was here so we could talk a little bit about it, but man, I'm super excited.
Mr. Mike?
Was his name Mike?
Was it Mike?
No, I'm talking
the guy
about
with the cool room. The guy with the cool room.
Yeah, that's Mike. But there's another guy.
The guy I interviewed that one time.
I can't think of his name. Not Eric. Is it Eric?
It might be Eric.
God, I feel so bad now.
I feel horrible. He's a really nice guy too.
Oh, he's awesome.
He's like a super nice guy.
Matthew knows. Come on, you know who he is.
He used to work at Good Guys. They got to be good.
Yeah, Matthew knows. Come on, Brawling Media. You know who it is.
Who is it? It's going to drive me nuts until I.
All right, so here we go. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. I don't need a TAM 4 since I'm doing a constant image height, so I don't need to mask down on the tops. But the TAM 2 is exactly what I want. Oh man, we're not talking about Mike. Well, we were talking about Mike Call, but the other guy is the guy that you always see on all the social media stuff, and Bert Berquist. Barquist?
Mark. Is it Mark?
No. Crap.
Bro, why can't
what is wrong with us?
We're old. We're old and decrepit.
I know. I feel so bad. So dude, I would love to have a TAM 2, and integrate with Kaleidoscape, just like you're saying.
Brett.
Yes, Brett. Thank you.
Brett.
I told you he would know. Matthew knows everything.
Brett,
that dude. And this dude lifts. Oh my God. I'm so jealous. He's got like this kit for his workouts. And I look at that thing and I'm all like, it's a work of art. It is a beautiful piece of equipment. And oh man. Yeah. Brett Bjorkquist.
Yeah.
I remember kidding him because I was like, you're not Bjork, are you?
Like, I hope he doesn't watch this. That's embarrassing.
I know. And Joey's all like, he's piling on. Brett, come on, you guys know. But he said is Borsorski. Bysorsky. It's not Bysorsky. Oh gosh. Why are we having so much fun with this? But anyway, yeah, the TAM screen with the Kaleidoscape.
Because you miss me.
That's what I want.
I
want it.
Miss me.
I want it. It would be nice if Apple said that their purchases are real. They're saying anything you bought is a rental. Lawsuits are piling up. Yeah, dude, I don't know about all that. Indeed you did, Joey, but it's all good. We still love you and he loves you anyway. All right. So let's segue off of comments and we'll get another whole set of comments because we gotta push on our time here. But right now I'd like to transition us into a little section that I like to call Content Corner. Come on, folks. Let's take a little stroll right down to Content Corner. That's where I like to go hang out on the weekends and watch movies and talk about it with all my friends. Okay, that was horrible.
Buddy, I think you're getting way better at these intros and at these segues. I think just, like, I love it.
Dude, don't make me angry. You wouldn't like it when I'm angry.
Oh, I didn't introduce you as Gzilla.
No, you messed up, man.
Oh my God.
I'm going to move this mixer closer in front of me so that I can just do all this stuff.
That's how long it's been since we've done one of these, is the fact that I forgot your name was Gzilla. Oh, dude, we got to do this again. We'll do it. Well, next month we're doing it again. Hopefully we're going to bring on Cheap Audio Man and make it a party.
Yeah, well, you know who I would like to have on. We're talking about having on our videos, but I think it would be cool to see Steve in a live stream.
That's what I was saying earlier.
Yeah, on ours.
He needs to come on your live stream.
I'd love to see him on a live stream,
and
that would be cool. I don't know if anybody here knows him, but if they do, reach out.
Just called it. I do. I have him on Facebook. Apparently, he doesn't want to play with me.
Well, I don't like to play with you either, so.
Wow, shut up.
Okay, Content Corner. I think the thing that everybody's talking about right now that we have to talk about is Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat! But
I still haven't seen it.
Oh, well, sucks to be you because
if I've seen the first one, I've seen this one. I mean, come on. Like, it can't be that much different.
It's totally different. It's a lot. It's so much better.
Like the storyline's different?
Yeah, it's totally different.
Okay.
Totally different. But it's really good. Like you said, Kano kind of carries the story from a humor point of view.
Right.
And at first I thought I was just going to be like, oh, this is horrible. This sucks with his character. Like it was going to be like too over the top and like cheesy, but it was hilarious but in a good way. And this movie had subsonic bass like crazy.
I've heard from a few people that the bass was really good.
Yeah, it looks like they knocked all the bass out under 15 hertz, but dude, down to 15 hertz, it is solid. And I can tell you, there was shit moving around inside of my walls that I didn't even know existed. And I'm all like, man, I need to put some expanding foam in there or something to try and figure out how to stop these rattles. But it was a lot of subsonic bass. And I personally think there was a lot of Atmos going on as well. There's, a guy on my YouTube channel. He does not agree that there was any Atmos at all in the movie, but I absolutely know there was plenty for me, and there was a lot of stuff going on overhead. So not all the time, obviously, but during action scenes and that kind of stuff, they mixed it in there, and I was very happy with the sound. And this is streaming over HBO Max. When I get to watch it in a real version on Kaleidoscape, now that I'm looking forward to.
Yeah. Dude, just to pick up off what AA just said, honestly, do you remember back in the day when it was time to do a fatality, right? And you had to push all these different crazy ass buttons in a certain sequence in a certain time frame to get the fatality. And I used to play with people that were like, they would just do it like they could do it in their sleep, right? But I'm the idiot. I'm like so like not smart when it comes to that stuff. I was like, up, down, left, right, right click, left click. You know, it was so annoying. But I played it on, I want to say Super Nintendo, and then
I played it coin op. I played the real thing.
You played the actual arcade, right?
Yeah. It was out when I was in college, so like 90, 91, 92, something like that.
That's about the time I was
being born.
SNES. No, I was born in 83. SNES came out around that time. So, and then 64, and then all that other stuff. But yeah, it's still relevant today. They still produce games, so it's not going anywhere. So yeah, I'm glad they brought that back, and I heard they're bringing back a lot more stuff. Did you hear Michael Keaton has been confirmed to be in the Flash movie as one of the Batman variants from Flash, the different Flashpoints he's going to be entering?
Oh, I don't know if I'd heard that or not. I'd heard that they were talking about it.
It's confirmed. Yeah, Michael Keaton's doing that, and he's doing Beetlejuice too.
Yeah,
so
20,000 years later.
Sounds like Michael Keaton needs some money.
3,000 years later.
For some money.
So Gzilla, not Jzilla, Gzilla is my rapper name.
Gzilla sounds more rapper.
Yeah, it's like Godzilla, so the G.
Mm-hmm.
And when's the album dropping? I'm working on it. Slowly but surely. I'm looking. You know, I was talking with a couple of producers. I'm not going to drop any names, but they always say they got the best music. And maybe he'll be helping me out.
I think Giles is going to get signed by Dr. Dre. To be honest,
Death Row Records went out of business, right?
Yeah, but he has Aftermath, and then you got the Slim Shady Records. You could be Eminem's guy.
If I'm going to be anybody's guy, it's going to be Snoop Dogg's.
I think Eminem is like legitimately older than you. I think he is. I think Eminem's in his 50s, dude.
Alexa, how old is Eminem?
Eminem is 48 years old.
Yeah, he's older than me.
He's older than you. Eminem is older than you. That is cool. You gotta be happy about that. You gotta like round of applause, Giles. Eminem is older than you, and
he is, and he's a lot older than you.
Oh yeah. Who else? Dude, who else? Dude, everybody's older than you. Older than us though, from back then.
Okay, so talk a little bit about television. Somebody mentioned that there's a sci-fi show that's on Apple TV, I think, called something about mankind, the last of mankind, or something like that. Do you know what I'm talking about? Have you ever heard of that?
Mm-mm. I don't have Apple TV.
I don't either. And that's why I haven't heard of this, or I don't know what's going on, but they're like, it is their favorite current sci-fi show with the exception of The Expanse. And, you know, that's pretty high praise. I mean, because there's a lot of good sci-fi out there right now. And so this one is going to be, I don't know. I gotta find this one because,
dude, I'm still reeling over how awesome Winter Soldier and the Falcon is. I love it. I'm really digging.
Yeah, I'm only 2 in still, so.
Dude, but it's like a total polar opposite of what they did with WandaVision. Now, with WandaVision, I get it. I get how they did it. It's a great way to introduce her as Scarlet Witch, which was something they had never done in the previous movies, which they needed to do.
And they also needed to resurrect what's his face.
Right. But yeah, Vision. But how they delivered it, it wasn't my favorite thing. So the way they're doing Falcon and Winter Soldier feels more like I'm watching an Avengers situation. So
it started out like a movie.
Right.
The whole thing is like a movie.
It's action packed. I love the chemistry between those two actors. I think it's going great. You saw the new Captain America guy, right? Have you made it that
Yeah,
far?
dude, yeah. Everybody, I assume they designed him so that everybody would hate him
You know
because
who
I
that
hate
actor
him.
is, right? You know who that actor is?
No clue.
That's Kurt Russell's and Goldie Hawn's son.
Oh, he's got the chin for it.
Yeah, isn't that funny though? He kind of looks like
Yeah.
once you like think about that and you see him, you're like, damn, yeah, it does look like Kurt Russell a little bit, you know.
Now, Goldie Hawn, doesn't she have a daughter? What's her face?
I think the little blonde from How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. What's her name? This thing's bothering me.
So Goldie
Um,
Hawn's like just spawned off like a whole generation of actors and actresses, and
yeah,
good
but
for
yeah,
her.
I don't like Walker. That's his name, Walker. Yeah, I don't like him. But I haven't gotten too far into it. I've gotten like episode 4 or 5. How many are there? Are they doing 8? And then they're cutting it off?
I thought it was 6.
Dude, see, that pisses me off too. Like they do such short, and they're only like 40 minutes long or an hour long, whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
Not
and
enough time.
there's not going to be another of it. It's just like a little one shot thing to.
Kate Hudson. There we go.
Yeah, Kate. I thought she was real pretty.
Different dad though, not Kurt Russell.
Yeah, you know that Goldie Hawn.
Goldie Hawn. Yeah, she
been around.
She did apparently.
Yeah, she's. Yeah. So Joey says 8 episodes on the series, but it's like 8 and done. So it's not like coming back again.
Oh, it's not.
From my understanding, it's just 8 and done, and they're moving on, right? But all the Star Wars series are about to start up.
Yeah, very true.
So I'm super excited about that. Like the Bad Ones is coming really soon, and that's like the defective clones.
Yeah.
So the ones that weren't bad.
Oh, and the Obi-Wan or kind of not origin, but the Obi-Wan after Return of the Jedi. That's going to be pretty cool.
Oh, is it? So it's after Return of the Jedi?
Yeah, it's after Return of the Jedi, and it's going to be Ewan McGregor, because Ewan McGregor is about the same age that he would have been in that time frame. So,
right. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And dude, have you ever watched Ewan McGregor's motorcycle TV shows?
Mm-mm.
Oh, so he did The Long Way Up, The Long Way Round, and The Long Way Across, or diagonally, or something. And I really like those shows. I've watched all of them, and I wanted to do another one.
Yeah,
I really
check it out.
Yeah, so I'm a big fan of like the on the road travel shows, and so you'll see what are the 3 car guys? Not Motor Trend, Top Gear. So the 3 Top Gear, the old guys, the originals, and they'll do the specials where they travel and do all the stuff with the cars and stuff, and but it's kind of humorous. Well, Ewan McGregor and one of his buddies, who I can't remember the name of, they do it, but on motorcycles. But it's not as humorous. It's like more of the story of their travel, and it's a little more serious. And I really enjoy that kind of show. And I would love to be able to film some kind of travel thing in the future. I would just love to do that. So I'm going to try and cut my teeth on that a little bit when we go to Hawaii this summer. So I'm going to try and film some stuff in Hawaii. And
that'll be fun.
It'll be, I think, end up just like a family video, really. But I might put it up on YouTube anyway, just for giggles, just for fun.
You know what you should do? You should go to all the hi-fi shops in Hawaii and check them all out.
Yeah, all the Maui hi-fi shops.
Like a hi-fi hall over there, that'd be kind of cool.
I'm sure there's so many of them.
You'd have to
everything costs everything costs like 2,000% more than
yeah.
Right
on, buddy.
Yeah, so Jeremy Clarkson and his team, and they're doing the Grand Tour is the current incarnation, and they're on season 2 or 3, episode 2 right now. So anyway, good stuff. Anything else you want to call out from a content point of view? Anything anybody else wants to talk about?
Nah, I'm good, brother. I just anybody that hasn't subscribed to my channel yet, it's Audio Arkitekts. Go check it out on YouTube. Check out audioarkitekts.com. It's spelled funny, but you'll see it once Giles drops the comment thing. It'll show up right here. Subscribe to the channel. As always, I'm always happy to be here and chilling with my buddy Gzilla.
Chilling like a villain.
It did bring back some good memories. Really good memories. So
the good old days.
Good old days, dude.
A melancholy feeling of
The blue AA, the blue pen that came with the CD train. I put it in the in the description. The blue pen was a voltmeter, like a volt tester, to see if it has any power or whatever. It's like a little volt tester pen. That's all it was. I was actually kind of
it buzzes right when you get it close to power.
I don't know. I didn't even use it. Honestly, I plugged it in and I started listening to CDs because that's what I wanted to do.
Fun, man.
Right.
All right, folks. We're now into cleanup episode time, or all that stuff. So upcoming efforts. This week's video will be, oh man, what is this week's video? Oh, this is Martin Logan week. So this is where I set up the 35 XTIs and the 1600X Dynamo subwoofer in a 2.1 system in my my home theater. So I'm super excited to get that out to everyone and show everybody how to do cabling and talk about ways that you can hook that up in, behind an AVR or a pre-pro or behind a television that's just got RCA outputs. So that'll be dropping maybe on Friday. It just depends. I'm still working on that to get it done and ready to go. And I don't know what video I'll be doing for next week. I'll be filming it this weekend and I haven't made the decision yet. But it might be the KEF stuff if I get it all in, because I'm super excited to get that done and out there. So that would be the wireless 2 metas and the KC62, the little unicore subwoofer thing. But I don't know. It depends if that stuff delivers in time or not. So next week's video is still up in the air. And then for our guest next week, this one is going to be really cool for me. So we have the gentleman behind Mad VR coming on the show. And if you guys don't know what Mad VR is, that is one of the new, and this is still pretty new. I think they debuted it last year as 2019 CEDIA, as kind of a top end video processor that can go head to head with a Lumagen. In that niche, in that market. So I'm super excited to hear what they have to say. And, one day I want to get a Lumagen or one of the Mad VR boxes or something into my environment, because that's just next level. And there are a number of people out there that will tell you that their favorite piece of equipment in their environment is their Lumagen. And everybody says that the Mad VR is, going to give them a run for the money. So we'll see. But that's what I've got coming up. Mike, thank you so much for coming on the show. It was awesome to have you back here again, and I look forward to our next one in the not too distant future, whenever we figure that one out.
Sure thing.
Yeah,
all
absolutely. Right, and to all the viewers, thank you guys for your time and jumping on. Appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to both of our channels, Audio Arkitekts and Home Theater Fanatics. And with that, we're going to call it a broadcast. And as always, see you guys in that next video.